Welcome back, my students, for Book 2, Unit 3, Time for a Change. Today, we complete our Avocado program series, and this episode, it's about past perfect tense, okay, and past tense. Let's go for reading this part. I remind you every episode that you should have the book to study and follow up with me from YouTube videos and the book, okay? Because watching only videos, it will not be effective for you. The first exercise here, it's about word power. It introduces vocabulary. Let's go for reading a new vocabulary, houses and apartments. We try to simplify the words and the new vocabulary in simple words to get the meaning without translation into Arabic. I try to speak so slowly to understand me clearly and know the new words. If you don't understand or you don't get the meaning of one words or you missing some meaning of the words or my speaking, you can follow up, okay? You will not miss it at all. Try to understand the whole meaning of the sentences that I speak about it. Follow up our Telegram channel to get our sources to follow up with us. Our new words today, it's about houses and apartments. Let's go to differentiate houses and apartment. We live in a house, okay? When this house contains of many floors, it called houses. But when we go for the first floor, for example, and after I returned back from my work, I returned home. I live in apartment in the first floor. Apartment, it consists of rooms, okay? Living room, bedroom, dining room, kitchen, and bathroom. We called it apartments. House contains a lot of apartments. I hope you understand the meaning. If you don't understand, follow up with me. These words are used to describe houses and apartments, which are positive, P, which are negative, N. Okay? If you look at this picture, you will find this room is bright because it has two windows, as you see in this picture, and this get the room bright, and the light, it's a lot at this room. So it's a bright. Bright means there is a lot of light in this room. So we have some adjectives to describe houses. Some of them are positive and some are negative. Let's go for know the meaning of each adjective to put P if it is positive or N if it is negative. The first word, bright, it's a positive adjective. I prefer to live in a bright room. Comfortable, comfy, very relaxing place. I live comfortable at this place, so it's a positive also. Convenient means suitable. It's suitable for me, suitable for my lifestyle. So it's convenient, like comfortable. So also it's positive. Grand, very messy. There is a mess and there is untidiness, uncleanness somehow, but it is uncomfortable. So it's a negative adjective. Dangerous. Oh, who can live in a risk? Living in a risky place, it's negative thing. So it's a negative Adjective. Dark. Dark place or dark room. There means no light. You need to have electricity, more electrical lights to have light at your room. So it's a negative adjective. Dingy. Dingy. It's too narrow. I feel I'm not comfortable at this place, not relaxed. So it's a negative word. Expensive. Expensive. I I think also it's negative adjective. You know expensive, and I think we have expensive before. Huge. Huge means very, very big. Very, very big. Maybe it is positive for some people to live in huge homes, but for me, I not prefer living in huge places. Inconvenient. Inconvenient, it's the opposite to convenient. Okay, so it's negative. Modern. Some people prefer to live in modern places and others prefer to live in ancient places. So modern, it's positive. I think it's neutral, not positive, not negative. It's according to your preference. Noisy. Oh, it's a negative. Noisy, it means a lot of noise. You live in a place uh, full of noise all the time, so it will be inconvenient, so it's a negative adjective. Private. Yeah, privacy is very important to me. Private means I feel free to have my privacy. I feel free to do what I like to do. Okay? It's positive adjective. Quiet. Quiet means calm. It's the opposite of noisy. So it's a positive. Safe. Safe comes from safety. To feel safe in your home, it's very, very important. It's the opposite of dangerous. Okay. It's positive adjective. Shoppy. Shoppy like messy also. And it's inconvenient, so it's a negative adjective. Small. Small means um, his size is not big enough. So it's a negative adjective. Spacious. Spacious like huge, too wide. Too wide. I prefer to live in wide rooms, in a wide apartment. It feels me comfortable. So you can use these adjectives to describe houses and apartments. As I told you before, that when you learn a new words, you should use it. You should use it to practice it and to learn it easily. The only way to learn English and speak English is to use it and practice English daily. And I asked you before to join our Telegram channel to take some apps and podcasts that helps you to practice English daily. Here, if I want to use these adjectives to speak and describe my homes, let's go for this example to know how can we use these adjectives. I live in a safe neighborhood and my apartment is very bright. However, it's very expensive and a little cramped. Okay, you can use this example to apply using those new words. Here he tells some positive things at his home and uses however to show the contrasts and shows the negative about his home. Okay. Perspectives. Which would you prefer? Listen to these opinions about houses and apartments. Which ones are about space? Okay. At our Telegram channel, you can use our audio source for this part and listen it from native speaker. But here I will help you to read it. I will stop after each sentence to let you repeat after me. 1. Apartments are too small for pets. Apartments aren't big enough for families. Apartments do not have as many rooms as houses. Apartments have just as many expenses as houses. Apartments don't have enough parking spaces. All this he can describe and tell us more about his house. Houses cost too much money. Houses aren't as safe as apartments. Houses aren't as convenient as apartments. Houses don't have enough closet space. Houses don't have as much privacy as apartments. I think it's opinions, and we can differ at our points of view. And this grammar part, we will focus on evaluation and comparison. Okay, evaluations come from the verb evaluate. Evaluate means estimate, to give a value for something or someone, to give a value, evaluate. Okay, for example, after I finish my class, I ask you to give me evaluation. Have you understand my class very well? You can give me grades or rates from 1 up to 10. Okay, 1 you understand it badly or you didn't understand anything at all. 10 it's excellent and I understand it very well. So I ask you to evaluate my class. Okay, so it's evaluation. How can we use adjectives to evaluate apartments and houses? Apartments aren't big enough for families. Okay, evaluation with nouns. If I want to replace this adjective big to use nouns, apartments don't have enough parking spaces. So we use noun after enough. Okay, and we use adjective before enough. Okay, again, apartments aren't big enough. I use adjective before enough. Apartments don't have enough parking space. I use the noun after enough. Okay, you can pause the video and repeat it many times. Apartments are too small for pets. Houses cost too much money. Okay, too, I can use it to define an adjective and to make it negative, make it difficult. Okay, apartments are too small for pets. That means it's difficult and it's negative. Houses cost too much money. If I want to use too with nouns, I should put an adjective like this: too much money. Much here as an adjective. Comparisons with adjectives. How can I compare with adjective? Compare means to use two things. You can evaluate two things. That's comparison. Houses aren't as convenient as apartments. So I use here two things, houses and apartments. So comparison here, I compare houses with apartments. Okay, aren't convenient as apartments. So the first way to use comparisons with adjective, it's the rule of as. Okay, houses are just as convenient as apartment. So we can use as, and we can use just as. Just here, it's for more confirmation. Comparison with nouns. If you notice here at as rule, we put the adjective between the two as's, as, confident as. But here, if I want to use a noun, I use like this. Apartments have just as many rooms as houses. As many rooms as houses. If I want to use rooms, so I put an adjective before the noun to use as room. Apartments have just as many rooms as houses. Apartments don't have as much privacy as houses. Okay, apartments don't have as much privacy as houses. Here I use nouns at as for comparison. In this case, I put adjective before the noun to use this rule. The conclusion of this, when I want to use comparison with as, I should use adjective. If I have a noun and I want to use this noun only for this example, I must put adjective like many or much before the noun. Here we have a comparison between two pictures. Let's go for know the difference. The first picture, as we see, it's a spacious modern house. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, very private in quiet suburb, 2-car garage, $1,500 per month. This is the first house. The next, smaller, older apartment, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, downtown, near subway, 1 parking space, $900 per month. You note that there's differences and we can use comparisons between the two choices, house or apartment. We have some positive and negative, and here also we have positive and negative. There are only few windows. I want to use not enough. There aren't enough windows. Okay? There aren't enough windows. Okay? It's not bright enough. Too. I use it's too dark. It's too dark. I want to use too. Okay? So the opposite of bright is dark. So I use it's too dark. Okay? You can practice with your colleagues or you join our live sessions to practice your English. Here we use some words to do the comparison. Noisy, I think we have before. Bedrooms, the room we sleep at it. Bathrooms, okay, that we wash our body at it. And restroom, spacious. Private, big, expensive, modern, convenient, parking spaces, or garage. I think all of those words we have it before. At pronunciation part, we will go for unpronounced vowels. Listen and practice the vowel immediately after a stressed syllable is sometimes not pronounced. Here, the first word, average. Average. You feel that there is no E in the word because we cut it fast. We said it average and we louden our voice at the beginning of the word, and after this we lower down our tone. Average, different, separate. You note, comfortable, okay, interesting, vegetables. The vowel here is too short to feel that there's a vowel in this word. You can listen to a native speaker. It will be more effective more than this by listening. And also this is a listening part. You practice it at home. In this writing, exercise, we have a descriptive email. We will describe a room, an apartment like this. We have bedroom. I think there's 2 bedrooms, closet, bathroom, kitchen, bathroom, living room. It's a small apartment. Let's go for reading this part. Dear Emma, how are things with you? My big news is that I just moved to. Move to means to leave the current place or the current home to move to another home. You change your home. That move to a new apartment. Do you remember my old apartment? It didn't have enough space. My new apartment has a huge living room and 2 bathrooms. Also, my old living room was too dark, but my new one is brighter. But there aren't enough windows in the bedrooms, so they are too dark. There are, and he will complete and continuing describing his home. You can send us your text message to read and correct your writing part describing your home. At this part, we will have a snapshot about common wishes people have about their lives. All of us wish to improve his life. That is the common wishes about most of us wish to have. We wish to find a better job, play a musical instrument, enjoy life more, improve my personality, add more hours to the day. I think it's only for busy people. But people didn't enjoy their time. I think they didn't prefer to add more hours to their days. So I advise you all the time fill in your schedule. Go back to school, okay? Uh, I think it depends. Not all of us wish to go back to school. Move to a new home, make some new friends, spend more time with my family, okay? Check. Write some things you would like to do, then tell a partner why. Which of these wishes would be easy to achieve? Which would be difficult or impossible? I think it's easy to improve your personality, to enjoy life more. But it's not easy to change your job. It's not easy to have some new friends. It's not easy to go back to school. I think it's impossible. Or it's not easy to have a new home, but others are easy. What other things would you like to change about your life and why? Here, it's a topic for our live sessions. Please join us and ask for our live sessions to speak and practice your English with us. Go for exercise 8 conversation and listen to it. Making changes. All of us want to make changes about his life. We will go for listen and practice to know what Brian and Terry speak about. Here we have 2 guys speaking to each other. Let's go for knowing what they are speaking about. So, are you still living with your parents, Terry? I'm afraid so. I wish I had my own apartment. If you notice this expression, I wish I had, it means something you wish, but it's very difficult. Why? Don't you like living at home? It's okay, but my parents are always asking me to be home before midnight. I wish they'd stop worrying about me. Yeah, parents are like that. And they expect me to help around the house. I hate housework. This is the this is the main reason. I wish life weren't so difficult. So why don't you move out? Hey, I wish I could, but where else can I get free room and board? Okay, so I think it's a free. Uh, let's go for a listening to the rest of the conversation and try to guess together what happened and what do they speak about. Because we will speak now about wish, using of wish. Wish, it's about wishes. All of us follow wishes. I want to change a lot about his life. Who is satisfying? Uh, Satisfied, sorry. Who is satisfied about his life? Use wish plus past tense to refer to present wishes. Although I use past tense after wish, but I express my present wish. If it doesn't clear, you can pause the video and repeat it many times. I live with my parents. I wish I didn't live with my parents. I wish I had my own apartment. Had here, it's a past form of have, not related to past perfect in at all. I can't move out. I wish I could move out. Life is difficult. I wish it were easier. Okay, here I use were with it. Okay, because only in this case it's about wish. Wish refers to impossible or difficult things. Okay, the only case that I use were with all subjects, with all subject pronouns, it's after wish. I wish it were easier. I wish it weren't so difficult. My parents won't stop worrying about me. I wish they would stop worrying about me. If you notice here, after wish, I change the tenses into past tense for the verb be, where it's used with all pronouns after wish. Let's practice. Diane can't wear contact lenses. She wishes she could wear contact lenses. Okay, because she can't wear. She wish something is difficult. Beth's class is so boring. She wishes her class weren't so boring. My parents can't afford a new car. Can't afford, okay? She wishes her parents could afford a new car. Afford means they has the ability to pay, ability to buy something. Okay? Speaking, it's our speaking part. As you know that we have our live sessions to practice speaking together at Avocado English Club. We will speak about wish list, prepare a list of wishes about your bedroom, your school or job, your social life, your skills, your positions, your town, and tell us about your wishes and those expressions. Expressions help you to express wishes. Okay? If you need more exercise, you can go for page 116 for wishful thinking. At the end, I want to thank you for your time. It's the reading part, and we will practice this reading part at our live sessions. Thank you again, and hope you all the best for all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.